Good afternoon from around Weed, California. We left Lodi this morning at around 8 o'clock because it's going to be snowing here starting tonight in the Siskiyous. So we had to change our plans. Instead of stopping in Redding for the night, we're going through up to Canyonville, Oregon. So I thought this was a beautiful spot to start my video at. You can see Mount Shasta in the background. We're at a rest stop. The traffic today has been fairly mild. We got through Sacramento with no traffic really at all. And weather's been beautiful. Just saw a few clouds around Mount Shasta when we came up from the other end. But other than that, I don't really see much in the way of clouds at all. So the next stop will be Canyonville, where we stop at Seven Feathers Casino RV Park, and I'll be continuing with my video for today from there. You can see it's not that crowded around here. Of course, the cars are down that other end. It's a rest stop. The first one, as you come up the mountains, was closed. I don't know if you can see these. I guess they're seabirds. I don't know what they're doing up here, but they're just sitting out here. Guess they're not afraid of me anyway. It looks like there's a little airport right beyond this. Yeah, in fact, there's an airplane right there. So I will sign off, and I'll be back with you in, about a couple hours or so. Bye. Here we are at the RV park. It's always very pretty up here, but it would be prettier if the sun was shining today for me to show you. I was mentioning before that it's also a big truck stop area. Trucks can stop and park for the night, or if we wanted to just overnight it there in the parking lot, we could probably do that too. Then there's also a regular rest stop that was off to the right before we got to the sign advertising the RV park. And here we come down into the office. Nobody there. Waiting to get in. This should go very smoothly. So Bob will get out and go in and register us, even though we're already registered. We just got to go in and find out where our spot will be. And normally they have people in little carts directing you to where you're staying, but so far at the moment I don't see any around here, so maybe they're not doing it during this virus time. Over to the right is a building that's got a swimming pool in it and restrooms and showers. Straight ahead is the same thing, no pool though. Looks like just restrooms and showers. One of them has a laundry room in it. I can hardly talk today. Must be that headache I've acquired. Anyway, I will shut this off until Bob comes out. Should only be a few minutes, and then we'll drive to our spot. And I am back, and there's a little cart with the person in it that we're supposed to follow, which we don't really need it, but it's a nice courtesy they do. I thought maybe they wouldn't be working because there's so many people out at work, but I should mention, normally they have a shuttle bus that will stop right in front of your rig and take you over to the casino. But the casino, when we got off the freeway, is absolutely the hotel and the casino are closed. So you can see over here to the left, the row of rigs. There's normally some over here too, and there's a playground, but I could say not much around, or not a lot of people out right now. Mostly I think people like snowbirds all trying to get home. after spending the winters away. See how far down she's taking us. It's a beautiful park. There's one area I've never been into, and if I feel ambitious and feel like taking a walk a little later, I may walk over there. It was down to the right when we turned it at the building, the second building that had been straight ahead of me. And I know there's RV parking down there too, but I'm curious to see if it's for smaller rigs or what, because sometimes during the year they have that area closed and they're not real busy. Oh, I may walk down there. Here we go. Looks like we're pulling in to site 23. She just pulled ahead of us and let us know this is it. And she'll get out and make sure Bob knows how to hook everything up. You know, like we don't know, but it's nice of them to do that. So I will turn off for now. And hopefully I'll be back on after a while to walk over to that other section. So I'll be back maybe. Well, we're all hooked up. I don't know if you can see how filthy the front of the motorhome is. Even though Bob was able to clean the window again today. Oh, here's a big butterfly. Poor baby. Otherwise, the rest of the rig is very clean. And there's Bob having a beer after getting set up. And, of course, Lucy in her spot. She doesn't realize that we can see her now, because before we had covers on the windows that help block out the sun. Anyway, I'm going to take my little walk and see what's down that other road. This is the nearest rig to us. You can see it's quite a ways down, and let's see, I'm not in the regular mode. Let's put it, there's the regular mode. Otherwise, we're the only ones down here so far. Well, okay, take that back. There's another rig. So they're placing people far apart at least. So we'll head back down this road that we came in on. I'm hoping maybe if I walk, I'll walk this headache off. I hate to take any aspirins or medications or anything of any sort if I don't have to. Looks like there's a nice path over here. Maybe I'll walk over there to get to that area, see what's down there. Through the trees here, you can see down to one of their trucking areas where we got gas. We're way back up behind it, so you can see they're way down through there. They're down through. Well, I can't get my finger to go through. Anyway, this is pretty. It's a walking path. Goes along a stream. Don't know if I mentioned earlier, the temperature I think is right under 50 degrees, which is a lot colder than what we came from in Yuma. Yuma, we were over 85 when we left. So needless to say, our shorts and short sleeves are put away now for at least a month or two. Had to put on our jeans, and Bob had socks and tennis shoes on and sweatshirt while we were driving all day. Pretty view in the park. They're a lot closer over there. They didn't spread them out like they did where we're at. Maybe because we looked elderly. I'm sure that's not it, but yeah. As the night goes on, we'll probably have more people come in and fill in down there. I doubt if you can hear the stream, but it always sounds pretty to hear a stream. What's the word? Babbling through the area. Let me see if I can move this back up close again. Maybe you can see it better. There it is at closer range. I'm coming up back behind where the playground is that we drove by earlier. See, there's the building where we checked in. And then through the trees. That was one of the buildings that houses the restrooms and showers and things. Might have the laundromat in there. Anyway, here's the playground. Of course, I never see kids playing in it. It's usually we get here later in the day, and it's usually mainly Snowbird people that are in their motorhomes this time of year and towards the end of October when we all head back down south. Pretty view through here. Now, other years when we've come here, this area straight ahead of me is usually already pretty much filled up. So there's a lot less people coming through than like normal years. There's the building that was right across from where we checked in right there, that houses the swimming pool. Here's an area that's got just like barbecue pits and not barbecue. Can't barbecue on those, but you could probably do some more. But it looks more like fire pits where you go sit around the fire. Okay, now we are turning in. Turn this back to normal. We're walking into the area on the other side of the stream that I've never been to. There's the, oh, isn't that pretty to look at? That's what I miss about a lot of the RV parks. We don't have all this pretty scenery like you would say if you stayed in state parks and that we used to stay in before we retired. But you're pretty limited on at least only 2 weeks to stay in state parks. So let's walk back here, see what we find. Of course, the water continues on the other side. Looks like nobody down here. Must be another way in and out because this arrow is just pointing the opposite way of what I'm coming in. So there must be another entrance to this section. Over here is another entrance to go down to the store area and the gas stations, the truck stop. Looks like all these sites are back in only. It'd also be nice over there that are along the water. And these on this side, it's back up to the hill, the mountain. Of course, there's mountains all around here. Looks like another covered building or back on the other side of the water. So I imagine I'll get through there when I walk up this other end. This is nice back here. Be nice and quiet, at least right now. I don't know about summer, but right now it'd be quiet. You can see the building on the other side. If there's a way to walk along the water over there, I would. So we'll just walk through here. I'll try to walk a little faster because there's not a whole lot up here. Looks like maybe parking up here. Picnic areas. Let's see, one, two, oh, quite a few. There's 2 picnic tables with a barbecue on them. Parking over here. Looks like either garbage disposal or doggy disposal, probably both. Dumping station or garbage dumping station. Yeah, up here are more sites. Of course, they're all back in. Any of these would be really nice to stay in. In this area over here, at least has parking. So if you have guests or you just park your car, there's parking over there. A couple of handicap spots. Let's see, what other little tidbits can I bring up? I talked about the gas, I talked about the weather. Right now it feels nippy, but being I'm moving, that helps keep me warm. Wow, how far back does this go? Like up ahead, there are more spots on the left. I told Bob if I was gone more than 30 minutes to come out looking, because I probably gotten kidnapped. You know, everybody's after these old ladies nowadays. Looks like they made these a little wider. It looks like they've added extra onto the driveway part. I guess the same on this other side. I see a rig way back over there. Okay, so here's, it's like a loop, and there's all kinds of sites on both sides. Going back to there, you can go in and come back out to the other side of the street. Oh, it is really big back here. And here's where cross back over the water into the main part. Sorry, I'm so out of breath. I'm trying to build up my stamina by walking, but so far hasn't been doing a lot. There's the water. Oh, pretty. There's some kind of plant. It's not a pussy willow like I thought it was. Some kind of plant that's dormant right now. There's on the other side. I see the first row that you go down from the store check-in. Here's that rig I saw. You come around this direction in the loop, and then you can go back down. Oh no, this is the same way. So they both come this way. Huh. How do they get out? I guess they have to go over the bridge. I'll see when they get further down here. These are all pull-throughs on the left. You can see they're very long sights, so you don't even have to unhook your car. There's the lady in the little cart, which nobody's following her, so I think she's just learned how to drive that. Okay, so when you come down these two rows, looks like you can turn right here and go that way out. So here is another back building that we saw through the trees when I was on the other side. I'm sure it's mostly, let's see, go further north. Laundry facility, closed. Restrooms and showers, closed. Nobody can really complain. I mean, after all, it's for your own good. Nobody wants to get the virus, especially us elderly people. Now I'm walking back towards the check-in building, and we're parked. Like I say, this side normally, when we come in, is full. And normally they have taken us to the side that we are in because we check in later. But it looks like they're routing everybody down to that side. Let's see, that looks like a covered picnic area. Walk over that way. Let's see, there's another road up here I'll walk through. So this would be good for groups. I say there's so many sites. When I start editing this, I'll put the specifics as to how many sites, you know, those things. Okay, it's yep, that's a lot of picnic tables. I guess I could go over there. It's like, come on, get off your lazy butt, walk over. So far, the headache's still here. Now the back's starting to ache, but that's just normal life. Oh, I see. So there's parking here, too, handicap, and parking all the way down. And there are, gosh, a lot of tables. Picnic tables.